Hello there, my name's Iain. I'm a facilitator at the Life Rooms.
And I'm Simone, and I'm mainly at the Walton Life Rooms, and I'm a facilitator too.
Okay, we're here today to have a very brief chat with you. The subject of being staying well, staying home. Last night the country was put into lockdown regarding the coronavirus and the global pandemic. We're here with some practical advice, some tips of things that we might do to try and help us. We understand this is a time where we're probably feeling really anxious and we're all feeling very, very isolated. So if you've been in our sessions, you know us as individuals, we're trying to put a message out to you of things we can try that might help us in this situation. So let's get started. You've probably lost our routine. We've probably got meal times all over the place. We're not sure about daily patterns and different things. One of the things we need to try and think about is maintaining some kind of stability in that. Try and get some regularity. Try and get up in the morning, get to bed at night. Use the daylight. Daylight's a natural boost for our energy.
Absolutely.
Hopefully our bodies and our minds are ready for sleep come the evening time. The routines will give us some structures and some purpose. Use alarms if you need to. Get yourself up in the morning. Yeah. You know, maybe set alarms for food times. Try and make a little plan. Put your things self together. What we're going to do today. How many things? What we're going to achieve. What little milestones, little anchors have we got during the course of the day? You know what I do? I like a big sheet of paper like that. I get my thoughts down on it. You can plan for the day. You can plan for the week if it helps you. Try and keep some kind of eye on those patterns. Give yourself a daily task, something to achieve. What about cleaning out the junk drawer? What about tidying out the shed? I don't know, all those kind of things that we never really get around to doing. Look at your weekly routine as well. Think about how you'll spend time when you're on your own, okay? It's not a pleasant situation we're in. Think about what you're going to do in that space and in that time, okay? Plan it very carefully. Be conscious of your own triggers, things that set you off. Have a little escape routes ready to go. If you're in a shared household, think about how you do that with others as well. Share your little points with them. Try and build in that resilience together if it's a family or a group experience or with a partner or so on. Thinking about our hygiene and our self-care. We've got to look after ourselves physically, practically, mentally and emotionally. There's a lot going on at the moment. Look after your diet. Drink plenty of water if you can. Think about your meal times. Keep them regular. Food shopping at the moment is potentially stressful. So again, plan ahead. Get what you need in, plan the meals if that helps you. Try and maintain plenty of fruit, vegetables, the 5 a day. We know all this stuff already. If you're working from home, okay, we're all going to be working from home in various combinations. Yeah. Really important. I don't know your domestic situation, but don't work in bed. Don't work with a laptop on your knee. Get up in the morning, get dressed, find a little space where you can work, and that's your workspace. Keep your bed for sleeping in. Keep your little areas designated in your house. So self-care, brushing our teeth, getting up, having a bath, laundry, all the things we have to do. Look after our environment, make your nest feel like home, make it feel safe, make it feel clean. What else? Do some things you don't get time for. That's a good one. Little preening things, little grooming routines we don't get around to in the busy week. What else am I looking? Another one. Think about the news, okay? There's a load of news out there. We could sit 24/7 watching the news, okay? You need to be informed. We need to keep on top of things. Don't be sat there all day with it. Take what you need and switch it off and go and do something else, okay? Think about things that enrich your life. Think about things that make us feel good. Read those lovely books. Get online, get onto Amazon, download a nice book. Get some nice music. Get the things, good films, things that make us feel positive. Be very mindful of that. Try and instill that in your life. Shopping list as well. Shopping could be very stressful at the moment. There's people creating shortages. Just get what you need. Get what you need. Get organised. Get planned, and hopefully bring back some of that anxiety. Remember, we need a balance of purposeful things, enjoyable things, and wherever we can, something sociable in our life as well. A bit difficult at the moment, isn't it? What are you going to say, Simone? Relaxing?
Well, I just thought, just what you've said, absolutely great ideas, but I'm going to move on to relaxation. I don't know about you, Iain, but I'm, feeling at times quite anxious, and I need to find some ways of relaxing. I've got some ideas. These are possible ideas that people can take on board. It's really important that we take a break, especially as some of us may be working from home or just from our general routine. Sort of getting up, doing what we normally do, bearing in mind that we're not actually going out as much as we would normally. So we do need to break that up, even if it's a short one. It doesn't have to be a long one. simple, obvious things you've said, like the book. You know, there's so many books that I've not read. There's audio books. It might be that you don't have access to audio, but you may have a computer where you can download things. A few magazines lying around that you didn't actually get through, but you want to go through them again.
That bit of distraction and stuff, isn't it? Something
it is about just having a break and a distraction. Having a bath. You know, you talked about self-care, but it could be a way of breaking up that day, of having a really nice relaxing bath. You said watching a film, also good idea. Play with that pet that you don't get time to play with. Your dog, your cat, if you've got a rabbit.
We're allowed to walk dogs as it stands at the moment.
Okay.
We are allowed to walk a dog. If you've got a hound, use it as a good excuse to get out of the house.
Really good ideas. Maybe try a new recipe. I know Anne is going to be doing a few new recipes that you can follow. So just look for the links. And look out for his videos. That's worth doing. Another thing is, if you're getting quite anxious, you mentioned the news. You know, that can sort of overwhelm us, and it's really important not to take too much on. But if we're feeling quite anxious, maybe that breathing. Thinking about our breathing. I know that we've had some techniques that we've delivered about deep breathing. So counting to 4, breathing through your nose, and then counting to 4 and breathing out through your mouth. But remember, you've got the internet also to access.
Absolutely.
We could also get creative. Did you mention that, Iain?
Yeah, but there's loads of ways, isn't there? We're going to do different things with that. What would you do? What's your creative thing?
Oh, I'd sort of be doing definitely something crafty.
Right, crafty, art, drawing, painting.
Yeah, definitely artistic. So getting all the paints out. You probably get that ukulele out.
Music stuff, writing stories, painting pictures, drawing things. You know, experiment. No one's going to bother. You've got time to do it. You've probably not had time dedicated like this before.
Absolutely.
So it's finding something that ticks a box for
Yeah, and do you know what I would say is not to concentrate on the finished product.
Absolutely.
It's about distraction and just going through and just enjoying it.
Learning a language. What about learning a language online?
Yeah, can have a go.
Ready for your holidays next year when we're allowed to leave the country.
Absolutely. And we talked about listening to music, didn't we? You know, that can be a distraction. It can be uplifting.
Absolutely.
We know it's really good for our well-being listening to music. We can dance, we can sing along, we can have headphones on. You taught me something about listening to the instruments.
Yeah, active listening, and we do this in our music appreciation course, where you actively listen to the song. You don't let the music drift over you. You focus on parts of it. You focus on parts of the piece. Listen for the instruments. Listen to the arrangement. It's finding that little zone, isn't it, where you're indulged in something and the rest of the world can drift away. And it can be hard to find that, but if you can, it's a little bit of relief from the things that are going on in the world. It's not a cure for everything, but it can help us just take our mind off things and to enjoy something as well, to indulge ourselves.
Yeah, and they're ideas. They're possible ideas. Yeah. Okay. Shall I carry on?
Yeah, keeping in touch. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, keeping in touch is really important during self-isolation, isn't it? So obviously we can talk with family and friends and our neighbours via mobile phones, obvious, or our landline. We can keep in touch digitally, can't we?
We're going to be doing this with work. We're going to be doing this professionally speaking. That we're all Skype and we're doing online techniques and Zoom and these other things where we can just touch base with people, just remind people we're there. So if it's friends, family, whoever we need to talk to reach out, they're going through a similar thing. We're all going through a similar thing. So make those connections, isn't it? Digitally is a great way to do it.
Yeah, so tech's a good way of feeling connected, but also remember not to get too busy or stressed with it. So you need to take a break with that.
Absolutely.
So bring in your relaxation as well, not to do it. It could be, interestingly, that we all haven't got phones. So other ways of keeping connected, I thought of lots of photographs.
Nice, yeah.
Of family and friends.
And
so we feel sort of connected to those people. It's a really nice reminder of all those, people that we absolutely care about and that care about us as well. And also, when the house goes quiet at times, maybe listening to chatty radio could be. Getting a few stations on there.
Radio,
absolutely, and some podcasts. as well. There's some amazing podcasts out there as well that we can listen to.
We've got links coming. We're going to put some links next to this somewhere, hosted with this file. Might be there's links to other organisations, other charities as well, like Mind, for example, who've got great resources online that we can use. There might be sort of community support things through that as well. So bear those in mind as well. Really, really good suggestions.
Fantastic.
Chatty Radio, we're good with that one. And I'm going to talk last little bit about sleep and bedtime. So if you're anything like me, your sleep patterns can be all over the place when things are unsettled. It's a horrible patterns to get in of insomnia and the effects that it has on us. It's important to try and create that routine to stabilise that. Again, using the sunlight, use the daytime to take that energy boost. There's no golden cure for this, and I wish there was, but trying to create your environment, your bedroom to be a peaceful place, perhaps without a TV, without a phone. Try and turn the lights off, try and reduce the noise. Here's a big one. Get out of your pyjamas. Don't sit in your pyjamas all day long. Get up, get clean. Well,
it's a really good idea.
If it's all day, every day, it can be a habit we don't want it to get into. So reduce the distractions, make your day purposeful. And again, we're back to those things. Try and create a routine at bedtime. Things like taking a bath, having a nice meal, whatever it might be, nice and chill, a bit of yoga, a bit of music, something to wind us down in preparation for sleep. We've got exercise videos. I know Trish is putting some of those up for us, different relaxation techniques and different things we can do while we're perhaps housebound. A couple of more things to add to that one. It's sleep and bedtime, thinking about our stimulants. If we're at home, I can drink tons and tons of tea and coffee, and at the end of the day, it's not doing me any good. It's not actually helping me to relax. So be mindful of that. 4 or 5 cups of tea a day is probably 5 cups of coffee is going to be more than enough. Keep it away from bedtime as well. And we've got to mention booze, okay? We've got to be mindful of this as something that we might get out of hand with. It's something we're isolated. Be very, very mindful of how we're working with alcohol and really other substances as well. We're grown-ups. Let's be mindful of that. We talked about working from home, keeping that discreet from other things. So we hope it's been useful to you. You know where we are. There's our website address there, www.liferooms.org. The telephone number on there will get you through to reception. We are running a Pathways service. If you're familiar with our Pathways service, it's a one-to-one advice service about things that may be troubling you in life. And you maybe also at some point get through to facilitators such as Simone and myself to have chats about some of the content of the courses and things. So we hope this finds you well. Look after yourselves, you know where we are, and fight the good fight. And thank you for listening to our presentation.
Okay, thank
you.
Good luck. Take care. Good luck.
Bye.